Hello, welcome to my channel. Once again, I moved the camera. That's what I've been doing for the last hour and a half. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Trying to get it back. Not happening. I don't care no more. Welcome to my channel. I already said that. This is going to be the Daily Donna Celtic Cross. If you're like, well, who the heck is Donna? Donna is all of us. If you resonate with this reading, somewhere in your heart is a Donna. Okay? Yeah. Oh, one more thing. This is because there's still coconut oil in my hair, and I just decided to let it go a little bit longer. Okay? Trust me, nobody wants to see this. I know you don't. I don't. Let's just move along. Assertive, to take your place at the table. Hard at work, too. You earned that table. You bought, that's your table. You own that table. You're the leader of the pack. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. I'm sorry. Younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. But you're in charge. You're hard at work. You're in charge. You have a heartache over what you no longer have. And then we have a younger man. What Spirit want us to see today? All right. The plans, you've got a plan. Hard at work at your table. You are. You've got that plan. You're not going to let any heartache stop you either. Or a younger man. The stag. Pride and leadership. Well, that's you. That's you all over. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. And then we got the earth fairy. Thank you, Jesus. It's not the water fairy. Okay, this is very practical minded. You've got a plan, you've got the leadership, and you're practical. And you know what you're doing, right? Your word is valuable to other people because they have seen you in action. Okay? It's not just a talk, it's a physical result. A thing, something you can see, it's tangible. Yeah. If the whole wide world was to take a Gallup poll right now, every single solitary soul in it would all agree that this is the energy that you reside in, just for this moment, just for today. You are unhappy, Four of Wands reversed, and here's your private thoughts about that. You are the only one putting into this relationship, and you're over it. You ain't putting no more into this, you're unhappy with it, you're taking over. Personal sorrow, tension, turbulence, anxious, unprepared, hurried, and insincere, waste, disorganization, chaos, giving up, impatience, no reward, and imprudence. Your advice is to take stock of where you've been and look back on what you have achieved and set new goals, because now you know how not to do it. And be ready for the opportunity that you've worked for, because you're not happy with the status quo. Okay? So you're taking charge of something that I don't know. I don't know why you weren't always in charge of it. Why weren't you? I don't know. Well, happiness is a two-way street, isn't it? This is what's on your mind is strength. The way to do it, self-discipline, to control your inner care, and that can be so many things, but you're hard at work. You've got the self-discipline part down. You've fought your way here to the Goblin Castle. You're not who you began as. You're formidable, a natural leader. And you are surrounded by lies. This is my NASA card, never a straight answer. So maybe they're taxing your strength. Maybe you're edging towards some exhaustion here. Or the end of your patience, because you're taking over. Then we have, this will complete our bridge, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And the words here is financial collapse, fake money, a family feud, and loss. You are taking charge. And then we have judgment reversed. And it says no self-awareness, doubt, self-loathing, and you're not being fair to yourself. You're not giving yourself, blaming yourself. What it said was to ignore the calling. But I think it's to devalue yourself, to just not take action. I don't know why. Why would you just not do that? Not do anything? I don't know. Why are we here, Spirit? Show us why we're here. In a way that I can understand, please. You know, I'm kind of thick some days, most days. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Struggle. Alrighty. Well, as bad as it is, you've got luck on your side, and it's good luck. And you, my dear, have been waiting for evidence, and you're about to get up. Take my place at the table. I'll take a hand at this. Can't be any worse than what you did. Right? Aloof, seek non-attachment. I'm not really trying to get any of this on me. I didn't ever want to do this. I didn't ever want to do this. But you see now, Two of Swords reversed, that it's the only way. You're going to have to do it your own self. You're not going to be able to delegate it. I think I just said something like that yesterday. Vanity. And that's what they think. Oh, you think you can do better than me, right? Well, you've got a lot of options. They think you're confused. They would help keep you confused too, because they don't want you to do a better job than what they did. Right? They don't want to see that. Persistence, to stay the course. Well, this is energies you're leaving, and you're about done. Because you're going to free yourself. If you got to do this, there's stepping up and taking charge of this is in some way this card, because it's all that you have denied yourself in following some other path. A different role. This is a change of role. Like from housemaker to factory worker. I don't know. Independents are on my own. From housemaker to single and available. And there's your higher calling. So once you get out and you get into the stillness, Spirit's trying to speak to you, and maybe you just can't hear it right now because of all the self-doubt. It's crazy inside your head, right? Full of self-doubt. Plus, on top of lies, you don't know who you can believe. You don't know what you can believe. Probably, if they're doing it like that, probably you should have none of it. And it looks like it did turn into a catastrophe, one that you could no longer ignore because you had to stand up and take charge of it, and that's the last thing you wanted to do. Frisky, time to play. Well, you still don't know. Ooh, and there's the King of Swords. The power couple, the Queen of Swords and the King. So you're trying to appeal to his more positive nature. You're trying to seduce him with the truth. Well, the two of you get off like that. That's your thing. Okay. Release, to let it go. You're like, fine, I'll show you. Or maybe the two of you are bent on making your point. But you're trying to do it in a way that seems playful. Ten of Pentacles. You trust him. But you let go of this. So do you trust him enough to let go of this? I don't know if the two are connected. Secrets, I don't. Letting the cat out of the bag about your happiness, which is unhappy. You feel like he's not doing nothing. And I told you, you're getting ready to get up. You're getting ready to get up and take charge of this, and you're going to call it quits. You feel pretty wrecked about the whole thing. I mean, here's you pointing a finger at him, okay? But here's you pointing a finger at you. Let me look at this. I hate to see what's under it. Let me look at a little. Financial collapse, fake money, family feud and loss. Okay, so it was so fucking bad. The job he did was so bad you had to take charge of it. Okay. But you are judging yourself very critically about it, probably him too. Mad at everybody. I don't want to do this. But here we have ignoring the calling. Well, you know that you don't want to do this. Having to do this perhaps prevents you from hearing the calling, and once you get away from it, Spirit starts to whisper to you. Let's go with that. Okay. All right. Show me the Eight of Pentacles, hard at work, taking your place at the table. Oh shit. Yeah, all your dreams are on hold. You didn't want to do this. You was doing something else. You had to stand up and take charge of this because it was collapsing in front of your face and negligence. So you put your hopes and dreams on hold. So you stood up because you are the caretaker. And Six of Pentacles. Reversed. You're gonna break up a dude. Taking your power back. You're restoring the chaos you find yourself living within, which is to leave it struggling. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. No more struggle. You're leaving. Trickery, illusions out of touch, untapped. The magician upside down. You tried everything you could. You did it every way you could. The emperor upside down. He's butthurt because you didn't bleed your last drop out. The time is now. The time is now. Because you've had it, because now you've tried every way to, it's failure for everybody, okay? But you tried every way you could, and now that you patch the leak, you remove the problem, and it becomes tyranny, rigidity, coldness, and immaturity. That's what you can't. This person, the problem, won't work on themselves. They expect you to go around them like you always have. They expect you to regulate them while they're a roller coaster, and it's just not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Loof, you don't want to be in it. You didn't, but you see, you're gonna have to, and so you wade in. You don't want to, but you get in there, and because you got to fix it. Four of Swords, you get up. Yeah, I ain't feeling too fucking good either, and now I got to take care of this as well. Four of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords reversed, but yes, we had a inability to ask for help the other day because you got to do it on your own, because the person that you thought was helping turns out they're a chuckle fuck. So you got to do it on your own, and you're not feeling too good. But this says this is the Nine of Swords reversed in this deck, and it says recovering, facing fear and extreme regret, and then accepting help, which means that you have to ask. The worst part's over, and you do need help. You're down, okay? Don't put yourself past recovery. And for the King of Swords, who will gaslight you, who's entitled to lie to you if he so chooses, even though he's usually honest. He's got that loophole, and he's not going to share it with you when he's doing it, okay? He's intellectual, he has mental clarity, authority, and logical. Well, look, in this role shift, and since you are the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, in the role shift, you are dethroning him. You take his authority. And then they're like, oh, you think you can do it better than me? All right. And you're like, yeah, well, yes, I can. There's the devil, Because here he comes. He's mad now, right there. You think you can do it better than me? I'll show you. And there, the desire to thwart and ruin is born. Three of Wands. Any thought of your future will be sabotaged. Any plans for your future that anything that you have undertaken to taken control of, they're gonna try to see it fail because they don't want you to be better than them. The Hierophant reversed is also a despicable man and one who it's very much rules for thee and not for me. The end justifies the means. It's despicable. It's a liar. It's a rebellion, subversiveness, new approaches, and personal entitlement. Okay. This could be you too. This could be you saying, oh, it's all about me now. It's all about me. And there's the devil turning you into what you despise. Remember how you were a good leader up here? But now you're a dirty tyrant. But still, you moved into this position because you were forced to. Try to keep a good heart while you're there, okay? Because the devil often hides behind the Hierophant to put the less than noble intentions hidden under that mask. Okay. Well, it's mad because you cut off a whole lot of yourself that would have been taking care of this. You didn't want to take care of this. This wasn't part of your active daily goals. This was someone else's job. You had to do it. You had to take it on as well. And now you're struggling, so you're leaving that. You're going to leave if I've got to do it, I'm going to go big. If I've got to do it, it's going to be the whole, everybody's cut off. There's the tyrant. You become a tyrant. You stop talking, you stop communicating. Very punitive. And judgment. So you angrily stride toward your future of a judgment, a punitive judgment that it doesn't exist. You will make it real because you're going to take charge of this circus over here. But at the bottom of this is spiritual calling. And it looks like all of those are heading up to heaven. So we can look at this as you withdraw, you withhold yourself from them to go towards this spiritual calling. It's slow. It was underneath. You couldn't hear it until the noise of the world subsided. But now you can hear it. You're being called toward a higher calling and you move toward it. The High Priestess independence on your own. A bitter parting. You've made some enemies. No one likes you right now. Three of Pentacles, because you won't do what they said. They refuse to learn and you refuse to do it for them. They just want you to come back around and they want to continue to play that old bitch guitar, that same old song. The Hanged Man, nobody's learning their lesson. Every thing that you have offered them to continue to get along with and whatever, right? To exist in this unhappy state has not worked for you and you're forced to go. Well, it's not anyone actually forcing anything. It is so unpleasant. It is so unrealistic. It is so toxic to you that you move away from it into independence and being on your own. And it's sad. It was vicious, and you look back on it, it's sad. You have regrets too. You feel defeated, you resent them, you feel like they abused you, that there was a lot of mind games. Nobody would work together. You're not going to do it all. Nobody would work. You're the only one. You're not, and that's the way it was. And then you stop doing it all, but you're still in it. You're stalling. A needless sacrifice. Stop giving to these people. Are you going to do it again? Resistance, indecision. Like you'd run back into your own cage. King of Wands reversed. Nasty, impulsive, abusive, and temperamental. Would you run back into your own cage? So you seek to cajole him, to make light of it, to have a serious conversation couched in comedy, to I don't know, to ease. King of Swords, frisky time to play, but we've got the Ace of Wands reversed, which is a creative block, a lack of passion, stagnant and missed opportunity, and pss, 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 you need some Viagra. Ace of Wands, to be defeated, just completely defeated. You want to play, you want to think. I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to think, but nothing's happening. Nine of Cups reversed, a loss of wealth, unlucky failure, and arrogance. And remember, we had that too, because it's like you're just punishing yourself for something. Like you're not good enough. Like it's a problem with you. It's not a problem with you. Maybe you're just exhausted from living in the middle of all these lies. Confession, caught red-handed, conscience, ignoring the warnings. There's your Eight of Swords. You were ignoring the warnings. Well, you took that blindfold off, and that probably revealed a lot of lies. But it's left you feeling defeated. Maybe you missed an opportunity fucking around with all this back here. Something came and went. Loss of wealth. Maybe, yeah. Fucking around with all this here, back here. Because that's where your wealth went. That's where your luck went. That's who calls you arrogant when you show them the common sense way instead of the way that hurts you and uses all your money while they la 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 la. No consequences for them, right? Lies. Lies. Defeated. Made a fool of. Lies. To see the truth. Well, maybe you feel better about knowing the truth of where you stand, and that it knocked you all over, right? It unbalanced you. You didn't see it coming. I would say that you're regaining your stability and your inner sense of peace. And you know that you're stable enough to let this go without it it wouldn't affect your stability. It would probably improve it. You don't need them. You're fine without them. Here we have doing what you never thought you would, a change, your destiny, it's your turning point, it's your good luck, the momentous moment of now. Let it go. Now it's time to let it go now. Let go of the person that's lying. Let go of this carnival. Page of Wands. Be confident. You've got a new journey opening in front of you. Be fearless. Be enthusiastic. You're going to release this endless cry for assistance. This endless cry. Look at me, look at me, look at me, pay attention to me. Six of Pentacles. Clarity, generosity, employment, and community. Well, you're rebalancing yourself, and I mean, charity, yes, and you give to who needs it, but you're changing who you give to. You're changing that dynamic. You're letting something go that constantly needed you. Like the Seven of Pentacles, a hole, you just pour your money down it. Secrets, let the cat out of the bag about this happy, this unhappy. I am not happy. There's the Seven of Pentacles. About how much I'm having to put in. You're cut off, you're cut off, you're cut off, and you're cut off. King of Swords, reversed. Well, he doesn't like that. And here comes the entitlement to abuse. Dictator, oppressive, brutal, and controlling. When you install order out of chaos, he becomes subversive and petty, malicious. The Lovers, yes. Yes, that's your man. Right there, your man. And see, it's your job to regulate him. It's your job to placate him because he's the beast. Seven of Cups. There's another way. You don't have to do this. You feel like you're trapped, but you could get out. You do need to do your research. There are opportunities. Maybe you feel like you missed one. They're lies. They're not going to help you at all. It's illusion, and they don't want you to make the right choice. They want you to fail so that you'll be stuck there with them, and they can just suck back up the authority of which they feel entitled to. But they're a bad leader. They're a bad leader. And I'm not saying that you're a good one. I'm saying that I don't think you ever wanted to be. But their leadership was so bad, you had to rise. I think it's to rise as you're leaving, but you're stopping the chaos. Four of Wands reversed. You are unhappy, just totally unhappy with it. It will not do. I will not have this. Show me the world and the reflection. You're going to get up. And what's she going to do? We have King of Wands on the bottom. You don't want none of that either. Shit. Immature and entitled. The Devil reversed. Well, you've seen him. Now you've seen him. He will disappear. He can't play you anymore unless you allow it. The Star. You're driving the car. It's all up to you. Unless he can convince you, it's done. It's curtains. Three of Cups. Life is for the living. Get on out there and have some fun. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Look at here. Because I'm done, okay? King of Wands reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Here's your cameo. Take a picture. Because that is what's around you. And it's malicious. Both of them want to see you fail. They don't want you to be right and then be wrong. They don't want you to be better. They don't want you to be happy. They're entitled to your attention. And you are entitled to nothing but criticism, anger. You're entitled to carry their baggage and absorb their emotions. You don't ask too many questions. Strong back, weak mind. To labor endlessly for a reward that never comes. Till finally, you hit the wall. This is not a vicious uprising. This is a no. This will not do. I will not have it. Affirm your good health. Watch out. Take no offense. Grasp the essence of infinity. Be aware of your immortal self. Perform anonymous acts of kindness because you're the caretaker, and you can still give yourself that little even while you're being firm. And be infinitely patient. Well, I hate all these. 1, 2, 3. I don't like anything. I see one I'm going to read because there's no use but to there's no point in staying where you are. Your future is all that is left. If you want to find your true purpose in life, know this for certain. Your purpose will only be found in service to others. I'm going to throw this card away because I'm not telling you to be a doormat. And in being connected to something far greater than your body, mind, and ego, well, that is your higher self. Be connected, be of service to your higher self, a higher spiritual calling. Free yourself from the mediocrity of all these lies that just, you seek the truth in the lie, which is really why you're unhappy. See the lie, and you'll be happy in the middle of the storm. Crazy reading. I don't even know what to call it. Bye.